Hey everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tilly. I am a strength and conditioning coach with my bachelor's and my master's in exercise and sports science, and today I am joined by
Callum.
This is my partner, and I thought that it would be fun for us, since we're both S&C coaches, to be reacting to some fitness advice on TikTok. So I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get into it. Okay, first one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. You'll notice there's another one here. There seems to be some sort of war against 4 sets of 12 reps, and I'm not sure where that's coming from. Why? None of them explain it. They just say don't do it, which is insane.
That's really weird.
I don't know what it is. There is nothing weird about this. The more advanced you get, the more sets you're able to do, the more volume you can do. Like, this is a good thing. It's f***ing beyond me.
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused as well.
12 reps is perfectly fine for you to be doing, especially as a beginner. I get that maybe you may want to start moving away from that as you start to get more and more advanced and you can start picking up a bit of a heavier weight. Maybe that's the point that they're making, but
I guess so. In hypertrophy, when you're trying to build muscle, there are 2 really, really important things. It's the load of the weight that you're doing and also the volume, so how much you're doing. So 4x12 is a lot of volume. I don't know why that wouldn't. There's like a war on it. There's a whole friggin' subsection of TikTok saying don't do 4x12.
yeah, that's really strange. Like, in terms of hypertrophy, 8 to 12 reps tends to be like that sweet spot, and 4 sets is perfectly fine. So kind of confused. Yeah,
We're anti this hate for 12 reps. Although, when was the last time you did a 12 rep set?
I don't do hypertrophy.
No. Okay.
Never.
Literally the biggest butt you've ever seen. I need you to stop what you're doing and watch this video right now and listen to what I'm about to tell you. I learned this from Annalise Cruz. Shout out to her.
This seems to be a really common theme where people are just doing a bunch of booty building and saying that there's like a perfect workout to build your glutes.
What is the difference between... Can you pause that? Sorry,
Yeah.
my brain. What is the difference between a calves glute bridge and a hip thrust?
I have not a clue.
They look like the same exercise to me.
Based on what she's doing, they look exactly the same.
So basically just do 24 reps in a 10-second hold.
Yeah. Also, you don't actually have to feel your muscles burning in order for them to be working. I think this is something really common, and we as trainers like perpetuate this a lot because we're always like, well, where do you feel this? But it's just to kind of gauge it. If you don't feel it, they're still doing it. I don't feel my leg or I don't feel my bicep when I bring my arm back in here, but my bicep is still the main mover in that exercise. You don't have to feel them burning. It's a really nice sensation.
Yeah, like you're feeling the burn, sure, but maybe just increase the weight.
Yeah, because you're kind of working more muscle endurance when you're going above that 12 rep range. So we could bring it back down, increase the weight a little bit. You might find you get a better result. There's not one magical workout that's going to do that for you, despite this. Next one.
I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. Like, granted, he's got decent muscle mass and he's able to get that because his shoulder mobility is obviously very good. Like, stretching is fine, but, you know, it's not the be-all, end-all of all things. Being able to touch your 2 hands together behind your back is not like the, whoa, you've made it, you know?
Yeah, it's just a flexibility thing here. It's not necessarily going to bulletproof your shoulders from injury. If anything, I would suggest getting stronger and putting on more muscle mass will bulletproof your shoulders from injury.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you touch your shoulders?
No.
No?
Oh, I can touch. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can actually touch my shoulders. I can't.
There's not a chance.
I'm about half a meter apart. But
So it really depends. Like, what's your sport? What are you training for? General health and well-being? Yeah, sure. Flexibility might help you get more stuff done. Like putting on a bra strap and things like that. I know this is a test that they do for people in the older population to see whether they're mobile and they can live by themselves. So, I mean, it really depends. Next one.
to sprint faster, reduce shin splints, jump higher, reduce risk of injury in knees and shins. Okay, so I think this is this is kind of going up to the point of like everyone's obsessed with this particular area, and it's like, how about everything else in the legs?
Exactly. Your body doesn't work in isolation, so training this one muscle isn't going to save all your problems. You know what will help you sprint faster? Is getting your whole leg stronger. Your tibialis anterior, that muscle there that he's pointing to, doesn't work in isolation. It works in coordination with all the other muscles in your legs. Shin splints is a loading issue, so it usually means that you've done too much too quickly and your body hasn't adapted to that load yet.
There's no problem doing this exercise. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just not the be-all, end-all,
It's
I guess.
not the magical tool that's going to help it. I think a lot of this comes from that knees over toes guy.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Which is fine if it helps, and it's just some more movement to add to your, like, I don't know, database of exercises and things like that, but it's not going to solve all your problems. I think it's kind of like, if all you have is a hammer, then everything else looks like a nail.
Yeah.
One of those things. Yeah, it might help, might not. It's not going to reduce risks of injuries because you're not really building capacity with it. What will build capacity? Things like squats, deadlifts, things that are going to make you strong overall. Next one.
Yeah.
There's only one reason why I chose this video. I just wanted to see your reaction. I think you know exactly what I'm asking you to react to.
Speed and explosiveness, followed by suicides.
No, anything over like 3 seconds is not speed or explosiveness.
Okay, so that's exactly it. There's nothing explosive about doing really, really long like movements.
Exactly.
Just by nature.
So this is probably a great conditioning activity to get you fitter overall, or like to burn your lungs out just so you can feel like you've had a good workout. But in terms of speed or explosiveness, no. You're not moving as fast over 20 or 30 seconds as you would be over 3 seconds. So it's just a different thing that you're training.
Yeah.
Are you lifting heavy enough?
The last couple reps of your set. So let's say you're doing 10 reps. When you get to reps 7, reps 8, reps 9, reps 10, your rep speed on the way up should be involuntarily slowing down.
So I chose this because there are so many people online telling you that you have to train to failure, and you don't. You don't ever actually have to train to failure to see results. You just need to be progressively overloading. So you need to do something that's a little bit more challenging as each week goes by.
No, especially as a beginner as well. That's a big thing that's perpetuated of like, oh, how do you know you're really going till failure?
Yeah.
Unless very specifically prescribed, like you have an exercise that says go until failure, and that's through careful programming, not just every exercise. You don't need to reach anywhere near failure. In fact, you want to be working generally in that like 2 to 4 reps in reserve, depending on the exercise. Like say you're doing strength and you're working at 90% of your 1 rep max. Maybe you can reach that 1 to 2 reps in reserve, but you don't need to be going till failure. In fact, it's detrimental, increases your recovery time.
Yeah, absolutely. Just particularly with the beginner thing, there's no reason for you to train to failure. You're probably going to get some results anyways, no matter what you do, if you're untrained and you haven't done anything before. So just take it day by day. Just do a little bit more each time. You don't have to push yourself to this and then feel like shit for the next 4 days and not be able to do anything else. It's just not necessary.
So I used to squat with a pad, like religiously. And that was when I was a beginner, like, I don't know, 14 or so, just kind of starting out. And that's because I thought like, oh, the bar hurts in the back of my neck. But eventually moved away from it and just got used to it. That being said, if you do want to use a pad, that's fine.
Yeah, I also want to talk about the shoulder thing. I think generally it does help because you really want some tension in your upper back when you're squatting so that everything's nice and tight and you're not getting floppy or like losing that brace through your core. But you can do that with your arms super wide. If you look at Callum when he's squatting, I put it here. We just hit a PB the other day, but his shoulder doesn't bend that way. So it has to be wider for him. It's not wrong. It's dependent on how your body moves. I saw one influencer, I think it was Lauren Simpson. She posted this video of like what your elbows should be doing while you're squatting. And then she was like going through the comments when everybody was like being like, why? And she was like, no, you're wrong. It really depends. If you look at how like the Chinese weightlifter Lu, how he squats, his elbows are like wobbling like this all the way up and down. It's just a balance thing. If you have movement there, it's not the end of the world. You just do what helps you create the most tension and what feels good for you.
How to avoid making your waist thicker. Stop doing this. Stop doing this. And I know you've seen these. Stop doing these. All of those weighted ab moves adds width to your obliques. If you're an athlete and you don't care about the width of your waist, you can do those moves. But if you want to look nice in a bikini and snatch that weight.
Okay, so this one made me physically sick. Number one, I'm not quite sure. There were a lot of videos like these of men trying to tell women how to build slimmer waists. I don't know. I'm a fan of the, it's not your place. Shut up. I'm a fan of that crowd. Also, he's chosen a woman. This looks so photoshopped to me. Maybe it's not. I don't want to hate on her. She's not the problem. He is. But all I'm getting from this is a very sexist vibe of women, please stop picking up weights. Start doing body weight exercises. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. This is quite uncomfortable because just the entire thing is a little bit, yeah.
It just seems super like misogynistic to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then we come back to Pilates for core.
And body weight core exercises.
Strength training is for everybody. It is not a masculine thing to do.
Oh my goodness.
This is not gonna do anything for you. Please don't do this.
Jesus.
Okay, if I give him the complete benefit of the doubt, if you're really deconditioned, meaning that you haven't done anything for a long time, then this could be okay. Okay, this is a good way to start just generally moving your body. But based on progressive overload, we need to somehow make this harder. You can't do like 3 sets of 100. That's stupid.
Yeah.
You need to do heavier weight. That is how you're going to get better. That's how you're going to get stronger, healthier, improve your bone density, muscle mass, your blood pressure, all of this shit that you just need to live. It's going to help you.
So just another thing about using weighted core exercises. I don't know if he's implying that if you do some Russian twists and if you do some landman rotations with the barbell, that you're instantly going to gain massive obliques, enormous, just chunky sides. Like, no, that's not how muscle works, right? I don't do a single bicep curl and all of a sudden I've got the biggest biceps in the world.
Yeah, that's actually such a good point. I feel like this is perpetuating the idea that if you touch a weight, you're gonna become bulky. I have been trying to get bulky for years. I'm not even remotely close to his size. I don't have the hormonal environment in my body. I don't have that much testosterone. I'm not gonna look like him no matter how much I try. I could die at the gym and I'm still not gonna look like you.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that. Weights are for everybody. And look, even the fact that he's got hashtag small waist workout, hashtag snatched weights. This is so predatory. No, you're not working with gravity in this movement that he's doing either. So you're literally just falling. The last thing that pissed me off about this video is that he used CrossFit athletes, I'm pretty sure, in the background, right?
Does he?
Also, this woman has probably worked out for years doing this type of training in order to get like that. You're not gonna get like that by doing landmine rotations every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this guy. Anyways, thank you for listening to us talk and rant about lots of different fitness TikToks. We hope you guys found something interesting or something educational. If you like it, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and we'll make sure to do more of this in the future. Thank you for your time. Bye.